Hey golf fans, this is early 1981 and welcome back to Next Gen PGA Tour 2K21 live gameplay here on the channel. Today we're checking out Walneski's Cemetry gates. This is the tour version, there is a non-tour version. This designer has got a fantastic course portfolio and I really can't wait to try this one out. So let's check out the course settings. As always, we will be leaving everything at default. Fairways are soft, greens are normal, green speed is fast, time of day is afternoon, and the weather is overcast. We will be playing from pin set number 1. There is 4 tee options. We will be swinging from the blue tees, which are playing 7,200 and 43 yards. To my knowledge, this course is located on the coast of Connemara and County Galway, Ireland, and it is a traditional Irish links golf course with a few twists, so really cannot wait to get my teeth into this one. Like I say, this designer already has a fantastic portfolio of fantasy and fictional courses, but look at this for an opening hole. The Irish Sea off there in the distance, looks like a castle. Love the planting with all the gorse around the fairways and the rough. But look at that building over to the left. I'm sure we'll get a closer look at that at some stage. But very tight fairways here. Love the elevated tee boxes. But this is the tour version, guys. To my knowledge, there is a non-tour version, which I would imagine is easier. So a slight fast on the opening tee shot. Hopefully we hold the left-hand side of the fairway. Look at that. There is people actually stood right next to the course. Absolute fantastic. We have actually trickled into the light rough. So 144 yards. I think with the 9 iron, it's going to play a little bit of D-loft, and hopefully that 7 mile per hour wind, we can run this up towards the green. We do execute the perfect. Good view of the church there and the Irish Sea and the elevated tee box off there behind the green. We just come up a little bit short. This is a chip-in opportunity from 7 yards out. We can fully attack this with a lob wedge. Decent execution. I tell you what, we're very fortunate that dropped on the master difficulty settings with that tiny grey fast, but we will take it. And we do kick things off with a chip-in birdie. Walneski is one of the best designers in the game in my opinion, and he does design on the PlayStation 4, maybe the PlayStation 5 now, but just let that sink in. But a great way to start off the round. And we do move on to the second hole at 1 under par. But I just love the look of this traditional Irish links course. It is clearly a fantasy course, guys, probably more in the realms of fictional. But look at that tee box up there, absolute dynamite. It really, really is. Looks like that's an old church off there in the distance as well. But what a surrounding for a golf course. We do execute an absolute laser beam perfect, and that should set us up for a nice wedge into the second green. But to my knowledge, there is a beautiful village, a 5-star hotel and a spectacular clubhouse. I do wonder if that was that really cool building we seen off to the left on the first hole. But I'm just going to try and land this as close to the pin as possible. We should get a favourable kick off that sloped green. So just de-lofted the Sam wedge a touch. It's another perfect. Really happy with how I've came out the box swinging here. That should kick forward. Go on, get in the hole. And that is a fantastic approach shot. And it means we are going to have a kick-in birdie from about 2 feet out. Green speeds are 176. And we do make a fantastic start to this round with 2 consecutive birdies. And we move on to the hole number 3, which is a short par 4, but we do have an 8 mile per hour wind in our face here. Lovely little pond protecting that green. Even in favourable wind conditions with that pond, you would be taking a second guess or a second thought whether you're going to try attempt to carry that. We're going to lay up with the 3 wood because we've got a 9 mile per hour wind in our face. It's another laser beam with a perfect, and that should leave us another wedge into these challenging greens. 91 yards out, 9 mile per hour wind in our face, so we're going to have to go with a Sam wedge. Going to really loft this up. Full backspin, slope at our feet combined with the wind is going to move us to the right here. Try and really throw this up in the air. Oh, it's a slight slow. And with that tiny slow, look how far right that ball goes now. The punishment in this game now for non-perfect shots is astonishing, to be honest. With the amount of backspin I did apply, we've spun all the way back off the sloped green. So a long 41 foot putt here. It is uphill. Like we said, green speeds are fairly slick at 176. I've left that slightly short. Really good line there. But we do pick up our first par of the round. And we will remain at 2 under par. What a fantastic opening few holes to this course, guys. I really hold this designer in high regards. And hole number 4. It's another short par 4, but it's hazards galore here. Water to the right. Heavy rough to the left, and it's such a tough green to reach, but we're going to be taking this on. I think we can just about carry this. We need to get the perfect. We do get the perfect. 101% power as well. That needs to stay up. That wind is really holding me up. And what a bounce that is. Wow, that is a member's bounce. I thought the rocks there were like concrete. That must have been like mulch or heavy rough, because we did not take a huge kick like I expected to there. So we do have an eagle opportunity from 25 feet out. Not a lot of movement in this green. That should hold its line. It does hold its line, and how is that came up short? Despite the game telling me I executed the perfect weight, we came up inches short for the eagle. But it is a tap-in birdie, our third birdie of the round, and we do move to 3 under par. Hole number 5, first of the par 5s. Oh, it's a long one, playing 666 yards, all the 6s, but it is downhill. Really have to find the fairway here, or we could be in a world of trouble. Oh, it's a red slope. I tell you something, that could be OB. Is it going to hold the heavy rough? We may not have a shot out of here if it does hold. It does stick in the heavy rough. This is going to be difficult now. I'm just going to have to go more loftier club. 7 iron. Try and find the fairway and leave ourselves a lengthy approach shot into this green. We do manage to get up and out of the heavy rough there. But we are going to have such a tough approach shot over the water. I think 3-wood just about makes this with the help of the wind. Love that camera angle when it follows the ball, but we've hit a tiny grey slope. Is that going to stay up? It does stay up, and we've had some real moments of luck here. Another few yards either way, and we could have been punished a lot more heavily than what we have been. But I hate the flop and pitch shots now, guys, even the splash shots. So I have to execute the perfect here, try and find the slope. We managed to get a really good swing line and power, but slight red fast, and I'm heavily punished for that. But we really need to chip this in for the par. Just try to use the contours of the green. It's executed to perfection. Go on, get in. We deserve it for that chip. What a fantastic chip in par that is, guys. And if you haven't already done so, please, please, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you are a new viewer. That really was a Seve Ballesteros-esque chip for the par save. But this is such a beautiful course, and it does offer a real challenge due to the undulations and the deep pot bunkers you are seeing here to the right of this green. So it is another drivable par 4 in these conditions, if you are obviously executing perfects. Oh, it's a slight grey slope. We did deal off the driver to try and lose a good bit of yardage. And that ball really gained momentum off these firm and fast fairways. And we've got a flop shot, a splash shot even. Should be perfect. We execute the perfect, and that should hopefully check up. Didn't check up at all. It actually released a good 6 yards past the pin. So it's a 10-foot putt for birdie. Very little movement in this putt. It's a good weight, good read, good execution, and we do move to 4 under par. Disappointed with how I played the first of the par 5s in the previous hole. But wow, look at this for a par 3. Unbelievable, by the way. The views in this course are absolutely stunning, and like I say, I wouldn't expect anything less from this designer. There is a church on the left hand side. We'll try and get a good view of that soon. Slight fast. I think the yardage is going to be good, but it is leaking left of the pin. We're long. I can only imagine that slight fast has really added a good few yards combined with the wind there. It's another chipping chance from 7 yards out from the fairway. We're really going to attack this, but that fast has just leaked us left of the hole, and we do slide 2 feet past. We will take the par, and with that we will be stepping on to the next hole, which is the 8th at 4 under par. So hole number 8. I just love the creativity here. Did you see the raised tee shot there? It takes a lot of skill and knowledge to execute a course like this, guys. Red Faso is going to give us a good look of the raised tee box. Retaining wall's done superbly. It's actually men and ladies toilets is underneath there, underneath the actual tee box. How cool is that? Wow. So I think 3 hybrid, going to fully loft this up. Green's 21 feet above our ball here. The wind should move us over to the right. Oh, it's a grey slope, and we're going to lose yardage there. The ball's really moved from left to right there. We have got on a decent kick though. Kicked onto the fringe. And it's going to be another chipping opportunity. We're certainly getting a lot of chipping practice here this round. Lob wedge should just about run out to 9-10 yards. Checked up a lot quicker than I expected it to. It's a simple putt from 6 feet for the par, which we do convert. But absolutely loving this course, guys. It really is something special. I have played quite a few of the designers' courses live on the channel. Recently we did cover Dannenbrog, Delta, Denmark. One of the best courses in the game. It's another tiny fast. Little village here on the left hand side. But this course is spectacular, guys. It plays as good as it looks. And I just can't get over how the designer has created this in the PlayStation 4 or 5. It really is a masterpiece. So 168 yards, down 21 feet, 6 mile per hour wind. This club should be perfect. Try to use the slope here to the right of the pin. We do get the perfect 101% power though. Oh, that's going to be long. We may miss the slope. Yeah, that's gained too much speed. We actually carry the slope, and that is going to leak off to the left hand side and all the way off the green. So just a little bit too much club there. Let's see if we can chip this one close using the sloped green. Just need to get up and over the slope and let it filter down towards the flagstick. We've got the perfect. Is it going to turn? It's trying to get there, just lacked the pace. Was on a really good line. And we do drop that in for a solid par. And what a fantastic front nine that is there, guys. Really enjoyed that. This course is absolutely superb. I just love everything about it. I'm sure we will get a good close look at the church now. Hole number 10. Fairways are so tight. Anything other than perfects and you are going to be missing these fairways. But I love the gorse and the look of it. So the heavy rough really is punishing here, as you would expect on an Irish links course. Let's see if we can hack this out here with a 4-iron. Certainly not going to reach the green. We do get the perfect. Expected that ball to move a little bit more to the left at our feet than what it did, but we do trickle back into the fairway. 30 yards out. So we've got a splash shot made for this actually, which is the pitching wedge. Just going to apply full backspin and see if we can put this in the hole. Great execution. Go on, get in. Oh, it's hit the pin. It hit the pin. And that is going to ensure we do drop that in for the par. But there is a really good challenge to this course. I'm playing in medium winds here, which was set to default. But here is the church. We will get a good look at that. And look at the next tee box as well. Unbelievable, guys. The creativity the designer has showed here, but the execution is second to none. It's like a little church with a graveyard and a car park. How cool is that? I can only imagine that is where the course gets its name from. Cemetry's Gate. Fantastic name for a course. So 4 iron, full backspin. Just try to land this at the front of the green.
Just a pure swing.
We have hit a tiny fast here, and with that we are going to be left long as well. Hopefully we avoid this pot bunker. We do. But these slight fasts do really seem to fly off the face of the club. It's another chip from 15 yards out. Try to avoid splash shots as much as possible just now, guys, especially the partial ones. Should start turning back. It tried to. Good weight. We do secure the par. But this course is going to punish anything other than your intended landing zone. Such a tight course. Hazards everywhere. And especially with the fairway and green undulations, it really makes for a tough course. But love the layout of it. It's another tiny fast, and look how far left that ball's going. But beautiful views of the Irish Sea there. Fortunately, we do roll out of the bunker. We really hit that with speed and aggression. I think this club's perfect. Just going full backspin here. That wind should help us get close to the pin, and hopefully it sits down quickly. It's really good execution. This should bounce and then sit down as quickly as possible. It has done, and that has gave us a good setup from 5 feet for birdie number 5. Look at the clubhouse there off there in the distance. I can only assume that's a clubhouse, or it could well be the hotel. Sadly, guys, I do not have the drone facility on the PlayStation 5, which is, it really is a joke. But look at this for a downhill par 3. Absolute amazing. And whatever that is, clubhouse or hotel, it is just a fantastic looking building. This course truly is superb, guys. I cannot believe the lack of plays it's had. If this was one of the better designers in the game, like Arctic Fury or Chrissy designed this, everyone would be raving about this and would have so much attention. So 8 iron. Oh, it's another slight fast. Yardage should be good, but I think there is a slope here. I tried to fire that right at the pin and let it find the slope, which would have took it down towards the pin, as you can see. But with these tiny fasts, you're really leaking offline of your intended target. Let's see if we can chip this one in, or at very least get it close. 8 yards out. It's got a chance, you know. Go on, go, go. Oh, wow, just came up inches short. We do tap it in for the par. And we do remain at 5 under par. But I'm absolutely blown away from this course, guys. I think this has been out for almost a year now, and I just can't understand how it's had so little plays. It's criminal. So hole number 14 is a monster par 4. 515 yards. Really need to find the fairway here. With the wind and that tiny fast. Look how far left we are going here. Oh, wow. And I am now in the bunker right up against the face of it. So we're certainly not going to be reaching this green in 2. I think 4 iron just about carries the lip of this bunker. It does. Perfect execution as well. It should be a wedge into the green. Hopefully we can get close and get the up and down par save. 81 yards out. 6 mile per hour wind. I'm just going to go full backspin, full loft in this wedge. We should apply a good bit of backspin. I expect it to go past the pin and hopefully spin back a good few feet. I just love that camera angle, guys, when the ball takes off and follows it. I wish I could set it so it done that on all the approach shots. There is the spin. A little bit long, but we are going to have a look at par from 9 feet out. Oh, it's a tough putt. It's a really tough putt. This one's going to move a lot from left to right. This is just to secure the par here. Need it to turn. It does turn, and what a fantastic par that is. Great up and down after finding that pot bunker. And we do remain at 5 under. So, hole number 15 even. This is a monster par 5 playing 616 yards into this 9 mile per hour wind. Oh, early. Horrible swing line there. Fortunately, this is one of the larger fairways, wider fairways, and we do hold on to the left-hand side. But this really is a game that you've got to keep your eye on it, guys. I've not swung since the last video, which is about 4 or 5 days ago. So my gameplay might be a little bit inconsistent. I've just put a kiss of death on myself there. I don't think driver would have got up onto the green, but it would have certainly have gave me a closer look if we executed the perfect. So 59 yards out, 8 mph wind. Certainly looking to use this slope short of the pin. So just going to pitch this and let that slope do the job for us. We get the perfect. That should run out very well for us. Stop stone dead. Wow. Didn't expect that pitch to stop as quickly as that. Fortunately, it's a very makeable putt from 11 feet. Not a lot of movement in this. It's a good line, good weight, good read. And we do move to 6 under par. But I'm absolutely blown away by this course, guys. Like I say, I think it had something like 186 plays. That is criminal. It would put a designer off of creating any more masterpieces like this with so little views. That's a huge red slope, and we're going to find these beautiful gorse bushes on the right hand side. Heavy roughs, not as punishing as other parts of the course. So I think 8 iron with that wind behind us should comfortably get up and hopefully close to the pin. So another view of the village here on the left hand side. Slight slow, but this should work out well for us. Go on. It's going to give us a look at birdie. We are pin high there. And it's a putt from 9 feet. But some of the greens are fairly straightforward. There's been a few like this that do require a lot of good green reading skills, which I've not shown there. So disappointing not to get the birdie, but we do tap that in for the par save. And we will go on to the 17th, which is a par 3. It's 6 under par. It's 155 yards. Wow. Just need to get this ball up past that downhill slope. So 8 iron with that wind behind us should be perfect. Should land into the slope. We get the perfect. This should be money if it does release well. Go on, get up, get up, get up. Is it going to stay up? We just about got to the top of that slope. Expected that to run on a little bit more, but that is a really steep slope defending this pin. 13-foot putt. I don't think I've hit that, you know. Oh, I did hit it. When I seen the grey, I thought I underhit it, but I must have applied just a little bit too much pace. Fortunately, it dropped left edge, and we move on to the last hole. If this it is, guys, I'm going to call it a masterpiece. There's nothing I would change about this course. Make sure you get out there and play it, guys. Share the video, give it a like. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do so. And we're going to find this pot bunker. Oh, early. This course really requires accuracy, guys, especially off the tee boxes. The fairways are pencil thin. Surely I can get out here with 8 iron. Oh, why we didn't get over the lip. The pot bunkers are so deep and punishing. I think we're a few yards back from where we were originally. So 8 iron again does get out this time. This is going to be a tough hole to make par on now. Was hoping to have a bogey-free round, but this is going to be a big ask now. Look at that viewing ledge off to the right-hand side. Wow. So 172 yards, up 24 feet. 6 iron with that wind behind us should be more than enough club. Not when you hit a grey fast, though. Wow. That ball has really moved to the left. I don't think it'll even hold the green. Didn't give the crowd anything to cheer about there, so we're going to have to chip this in. And it is going to be a tough chip. This is just for the par. We have had a similar putt for a par earlier on. So let's see if we can at least get this one close. Oh, it's a fast. That's not going to be anywhere near it. Red fast. And with that, we do miss. So it's going to be first bogey off the round, disappointingly. And we will finish at 6 under par, guys. What a course this is. That is a 65. That is a masterpiece of a course. Please make sure you get out there and play it. You will not regret it. That is it for today's video, guys. I will leave you with my round stats. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And until the next video, take care, peace out, and love you all. Bye.